سفراء هذا الدين خير رسالة لفت صحيفتها السعادة للديار.
Because of my family heritage. But I didn't want to be anything what my family was without really believing just to believe in what it is. This is what I wanted to do, not because of my family, because that's what they believe. Yes. I wanted to do it because I truly believed in it. I didn't want to be a parrot, mimic what my family does, and just walk around and say, "Why do you become this?" You know, like most people when they become Christian, if they say this little prayer, they go to the altar and they say a little prayer because why? Because their grandparents did it, their mom and daddy did it, so they're doing it. I didn't want to be that. So I didn't follow no footsteps. I started doing some research, and there's so much out there that it seemed right, but it's not right.
Yes.
You know, so I wanted to do the research, and then when I got this Quran here, I started reading it, because I've heard a lot of different stuff. You know, I've been locked up in the federal prison, and I've seen stuff that, you know, what I seen my family do, it wasn't what I seen in the prison system. So I said, no, I don't want no part of it. And so, because it wasn't when it comes to Islam, I said, no. When they tried to convert me, I said, no, it ain't going to happen. Because I'm telling you, some things didn't seem right to me because, you know, I watched my family when I was a little kid growing up and watched them perform their rituals in Islam. And when I was in prison, when I seen some stuff, and I said, nah, that ain't what I seen my family do for years. So I walked away from everything. And I said, you know, I did believe in God. But when it came to Jesus, you know, I could not put myself around believing that Jesus was God. Because nowhere when I read the Bible, I read it, try to find anything that says anything like that. I never seen anything where Jesus said that. The only thing I've ever seen Jesus say, you know, serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and all thy soul and all thy might. You know, and then another spot it says, worship God in spirit and in truth. Never once did Jesus say, worship me.
Yes.
So I couldn't believe in that. Even when I went to church, I always said, where do you get that where Jesus is God? And they try to take all these different scriptures and try to shove it together to make their belief. I said, you can't do that. You know. And I said, no, I can't believe that. Then you're not going to heaven. I said, you know, I don't believe God would do something like that when the scripture specifically does not say that Jesus is God.
Yes.
And I would not believe that. You know, so I have done my research on Islam. And, you know, I've read the Quran quite a bit. And, you know, I see things in there that I wonder why people don't. One of the scriptures that came to my mind, you know, was in chapter 4, verse 86. When you give a greeting, give a better greeting.
Yes.
And, you know, when I seen that, I used to ask people, you know, because I have a roommate who was Islam, and some guy just greeted him. He wouldn't greet him back. Oh, he's not a Muslim. And so when I got the chance when I got this Quran here, and I read that verse, I said, huh. When I looked back at it, I said, that ain't what that says to me. It said when you give a greeting, you give a better greeting back. You know, but I could be wrong because I'm not a scholar in it.
No, you are absolutely right.
You know, and I just have the English. You know, I don't know the Arabic. You know, I would love to one day. you know, because I always dreamed of speaking in Arabic because my family, on my daddy's side, they speak in Arabic. And I always had a passion for it.
Mm-hmm.
Before I even had any understanding about what Islam is, I had a passion for Arabic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so that's a little bit about me. Like I said, my last name is Harun,
Mm-hmm.
and they come from Yemen. And my great-grandfather migrated to Saudi Arabia.
Oh.
And from there, he came over here to the United States, the state of Ohio.
Mm-hmm.
And then some family members went to Michigan. But beyond all that, I don't really know too much. But I just know where my family heritage come from. I don't know exactly who we're all related to over there. I don't have a clue. But I'm just glad that I was able to get in contact with someone to receive a Holy Quran, to learn some stuff, because there's so much out there.
Yes.
I just want to know the truth and not get caught up in all this ideology. I just want to know the pure truth, and that's it.
Testify.
I testify.
There is none worthy of worship.
There's none worthy of worship
except Allah alone.
Except Allah alone.
And I testify.
And I testify
That Muhammad
is
the messenger of Allah.
Is the messenger of Allah.
Now we will do the same in Arabic. Ashhadu an la ilaha illallah wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah.
قد علت في ظلها الأرض الكائبات تزداد